Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Friday. Happy DCA day. How's everyone doing today? Don't forget to smash the like button on your way in. Appreciate you guys for joining. How's everyone doing today? Happy Friday. Let's get into some charts. I think it's a good time to end the forever long intro song. Guys, don't forget to smash the like button on your way in. Happy Friday. How you guys doing? Hey. What's going on, Dixie? What's going on, Tom Selleck Scoped? All right, let's get into it, guys. Bitcoin currently trading at 102,839 and 25 cents. Looking good. Still holding well above our purple trend line. Looking good. I got nothing more to really say about that, honestly. We're just kind of blasting to the upside one step at a time. I wouldn't be surprised to see it just chop for the next couple of days, maybe. I mean, the next week would stink, but who knows, man? It could happen. I'm still waiting for this big announcement. I don't know if it's going to get swept under the rug or if it was the UK thing that we heard about, but allegedly, according to the information that was published by the president, it had nothing to do with trade. So we might get some more super duper pumpalicious news coming here pretty soon. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. Bitcoin dominance still spiking down. It is now below 64, which is going to act as resistance from this point forward, which is great, actually. We didn't quite get to 66. We got pretty close. 65.5. I'll take that as a win. Completely honest. Round up, you know. Whatever I got to do to be correct. You know, you guys know I'm always looking to be right. Let's refresh our liquidation heat map, see where we're at. Tom Selleck's Goat said, just when you think intro song is over, second verse, same as the first. Every time, man. I'm still not used to it. Okay, so we're getting into that interesting weekend scenario where they set it up so we're stuck in this range. Let's see if this is actually how it plays out. If this is how it plays out, it usually goes until very early Sunday morning. 102.024. Okay, so that's right below this green guy right here. Let's get rid of that. And then let's get rid of this and this and this. And let's change this one. Whoops. The one above, I'm going to go 103.667. And then we'll put a couple more in here. Whoops. I go to this big one, 104.116. And then let's actually make it green like it's supposed to be. Okay. And then let's do the bottom one again. I'll go all the way to the bottom. We got 105.30. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Okay, pretty chill day overall today. How about you guys? Everybody have a good DCA day. I think I'm gonna hold off on my dollar cost average until, I don't know. I'm gonna play it by ear. I might do it tonight. I might do it tomorrow. I've been kind of playing it on the weekends, randomly, not religiously. Sometimes I just throw the money, but this crazy price action, I figured I'd wait a day or two. If I buy higher, then I buy higher. So be it. Our current all-time high is 109,588. I do believe there is a very large liquidation that could happen at 110. I'm not sure the exact number, but it's a spicy one. Dixie said, drinks with my pops. Been bar hopping all day. Feeling real good. Nice. That actually sounds like a ton of fun, Dixie. Bitcoin dominance 63.7. Yeah, we're just chilling, man. A little green dot on the momentum wave. I'm not sure if that matters. So what I see on Bitcoin, and this can be completely thrown out the window. Bitcoin sometimes just doesn't care about the indicators. We are still overbought on the 4-hour RSI. The momentum wave is also pretty high. So I would love to see this reset over the next couple of days, maybe. Maybe we come back down and test this trend line breakout. That'd be kind of cool. So let me pull this forward. Let's see if that's what plays out. But otherwise, we're looking good. We're looking good. We broke above that 0.786 from all-time high that one of our viewers pointed out. I think it was HQZ, maybe. Maybe it was Mr. Robbers or somebody. Tom Selk's goat. It was one of you guys. ETH looks good. Currently trading at 23.39. ETH has been cranking to the upside. We do have a pretty decent wick right here. This wick with 2 wicks on either side, the candle with 2 wicks on either side, relatively the same. It could signal a reversal. That might be over already. We are still overbought. 4-hour time frame, RSI, and momentum wave, both on the higher end. So that's something to consider. ETH got above 22.52, and it's now making its way towards 28, which would be pretty sweet. People are calling for 10K ETH. I would not hate that. I would not hate that, actually. I feel like that's relatively decent. People are also calling for $1,000 SOL, which kind of also makes sense. If you follow the money, I would say ETH is for institutions, SOL is for retail. And that's kind of what's been playing out as of late. So we'll see, I guess, what happens at the end of the bull market, honestly. But so far, so good. SOL is up 5.29%. ETH, by the way, is up 6%. SOL's up 5.3% on the day, currently trading at 173.19. Looking good. Broke above our blue trend line, which last time that happened was back here. And it resulted in a pretty decent skyrocket to the upside. And SOL had been below that trend line for quite some time. You got 1, 2, 3 rejections, a little half-point retest, which actually was this inverse head and shoulders as well. And then it just blasted right through and created a new all-time high, which was awesome. Tom Selk said, we need a little pullback, 8K ETH, 500 SOL. Yeah. I don't know if we need a little pullback this early. They might just send it. That would be max pain. But I could see a pullback. A pullback is reasonable, but the market maker isn't always reasonable. You know what I mean? Everyone and their brother is going to be like, pullback, go short, and then we're going to get liquidated. Total 3 is up 2.07% on the day. Looking great. Total 3 had a little baby pullback, followed by a pretty decent pump. I'm talking back here. A little baby pullback, decent pump. From that pullback, it's up 10%. Looks awesome. We have not quite hit 1 trillion here yet. That is our previous all-time high. No, it is not. I made that up. 1 trillion is just heavy resistance. I believe 1.13 is our previous all-time high, which we have yet to break. So that is why I firmly believe we have not seen alt season yet, or a proper cryptocurrency bull market, actually, the way that I would phrase it. But we'll see. ADA's up 0.8% on the day. Little pullback. Got some resistance, overhead resistance at the yellow line, which has been kind of daunting for a little while. We got a pretty decent rise up, and then we've been trading in this range for a long time. So if we break above that, I'm honestly looking for like $1.50 if we do break above that. And that's like mid to long term. Fahid said sideways weekend. I'm thinking so. I'm thinking sideways, maybe a little bit of volatility. I think that Bitcoin's going to range. Alts might actually run. Some alts might run. But according to the liquidation heat map, they're doing the little trap them for the weekend thing, where we get no significant Bitcoin movement until Sunday afternoon. But we'll see what happens. with retail entering the space, this might not actually do anything. Them trying to trap us in this range, that might not even be relevant if retail starts to enter the space. And there's a bunch of indicators pointing towards retail finally showing back up. So we'll take a look at that in a little bit here as well. SNEK is down 4.47% on the day. This fractal that I pulled forward is beautiful so far. Liking it very much. We're about to hit bottom on that. Hopefully the fractal plays out and we get a nice little bounce. Momentum wave and RSI are both resetting. Looking good. XRP is up 0.7% on the day. Also looks really good. XRP got a little pullback. Bounce along with everything else just skyrocketed on the UK trade deal news. The UK trade deal news is a big deal because that shows that tariffs aren't just like a blanket, this is the way that we're doing things from now on. You guys can go after yourselves. We don't really care what you have to say. It's kind of like a negotiating tool, which is great. People are coming to the table. They're saying, listen, we know that you said you had your mindset on these tariffs, but we would like to present you with this good idea. And the United States is looking at it and they're like, okay, this is a good idea. What if we did this as well? And a little bit of back and forth happens, and then a deal is made. Tariffs are lowered on that other country, and trade is made a lot better than it was previously, and that's incredibly bullish. The fact that negotiations happen and a deal was made is huge, because everyone knows now that that's a possibility. Zero said sup. What's going on, Zero? Happy Friday. Happy DCA day. How you doing, my friend? So yeah, XRP looks good. Trading at $2.34. Looking for 250, honestly. It's at about a midpoint right here in between 217 and 250. So we'll see if it breaks down and does a little retest of 217. I could see maybe some support around 220-ish, 222, based on previous price action. I'll add that line in there. HBAR is up 3.66% on the day, looking good. HBAR had a little break below 1783. Did a little dance, I don't know, a little pullback to the midpoint between 16.4 and 17.8. Rejected for a second and then busted above on the news. Broke above 1858 and is now sitting above 20, which is great. Closes above 20, it's going to be good. Big Mouth Rob said hi to all. What's going on, Big Mouth Rob? Zero said all G. Nice. That's what I like to hear. Sweet is down 2.71% on the day. Sweet danced around 392. Sweet kind of got front ran the news. I don't know if Sweet's just a lot more bullish than everything else. Definitely seems like it is. A lot of stuff going on with Sweet. But Sweet had this gigantic move. We broke above. You can see all the lines where they're really dense down here. There's a lot more price action. Up here was all new. Broke above, blue sky breakout. Everybody danced around and celebrated, and then we pulled back down. As soon as we got the $2, it just kind of established a little base and then exploded. The second it had the chance to, it just blew up to the upside. $3.50, $4, and it's currently sitting at $3.92. Below 4, not that bad, honestly. I want to say I don't like it below 4, but it's already way too bullish for me to even have any negative input on it. So I'm really just kind of looking for this thing to continue blasting to the upside. Someone yesterday, I think, asked for a good entry, and I told them the price that it was at. So I hope they took that entry. We do have a confirmed red dot on Market Cipher, so keep an eye on that. That could literally have played out already. I don't know how the red dots work entirely, if I'm being completely honest. We do have some bearish divergence, though, so be careful. Tread lightly. Bearish divergence. It doesn't always mean that the world's going to end, but it does point to some potential short-term downside at the very least. But chilling, 392, Sweet, looks great. Honestly, if it decides to blast above $4 and look for 438 next, I'm definitely going to be loading up on Sweet this DCA day for sure. Guys, don't forget to smash the like button on your way in. I appreciate you guys for joining. Vahid said Canada is a priority for tariff deal like the UK. They were saying this morning, hoping that happens. I was thinking Canada's probably going to be next, honestly. If the UK happened, it's probably going to be Canada. And then I'm thinking, I don't know, what are all the biggest economies? I'm thinking India, maybe something in the Middle East. Big Mouth Rob said, how you get paid off this token? What's the process? What token? Like if you're trading? Give me a little more context so I can help you out there for sure. Ondo is up 3.27% on the day. Ondo broke below the purple trend line, which was not great. We were looking for a potential bear flag playing out right there. We hit a couple of times, broke below, retested, failed, and it found support at 84.84. It broke below it for a quick second, came back above, retest, and then just blew up. It's still underneath the purple trend line, which is not great. I would like to see it get back above, but it's not the end of the world. It's chilling above $1, which is really, really good. As long as it stays above $1, I'll be happy. 95 is my really big confliction zone for Ondo. If it stays above 95, then all is well. Again, though, momentum wave overbought, RSI overbought, so it probably needs to cool off for a minute. Aerodrome is down 0.4% on the day. This was one of the WM patterns that we pointed out. We had a W. We got like our neckline essentially. We had the M pulled back. It didn't quite pull back as far as I expected. I was expecting it to go around 50. It pulled back to 58, 55, and then blew up from there. Chilling around 74.1 right now. If it can't get above 76, maybe a little pullback to the halfway point around 67. We'll see. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said, Chi GIF. What's up, all? What's going on, Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn? Happy Friday. Happy DCA day. I'm excited it's Friday. I'm so excited it's Friday. Whew. I got my checks in the mail. I got food in my belly. I got my homemade chai latte because I don't buy coffee or tea from places because I can put that money into my bags. All right, guys, we got the daily close contest coming up in approximately, 23 minutes? So stick around for that for sure. Yeah, Big Mouth Rob, I guess, let me know exactly what you're talking about. I can help you out with that. If you're talking about trading in general, I got no problem explaining that process. Render, everybody in the chat's always super helpful too. So if you ever have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. A lot of good people around. Good, honestly, we got a great community. I'm super proud of our community. Render is chilling at 496, up 5.35% on the day, looking good. Once Render broke into the range, I was totally comfortable with it, honestly. Mr. Mario said, JJ, for someone who exited the market completely back in December, what could I re-enter into at this stage, if anything? Big Mouth Rob said, how you get paid off the Okana.do? They pay by usage? I'm not sure what Okana.do is. We'll have to look into that. Mr. Mario, what coins, if any, would you okay, so if you were asking me this question and I was answering it, and if I had completely exited the market in December and I wanted to re-enter, obviously right now everything's incredibly green. How do you get paid off tokens? Do they pay by usage? You treat it, it's basically just an investment, Big Mouth Rob. You buy it in at one price, and then once the price goes up, you sell it for USD, and you get more USD than you originally bought it at. So like if I bought Cardano at 25 cents and it went up to 50 cents and I sold it, let's say I bought $1,000 at 25 cents, it goes up to 50 cents, I sell, I now have $2,000. That makes sense? It's an exchange rate, so you're essentially exchanging it. You're exchanging USD for the token, and then eventually the token increases in USD value. You exchange the token for USD again. It's pretty much similar. It's very similar to a stock as far as making money goes. And then there's leverage trading, which is like a whole nother beast. Yeah, Tom Selleck's go price go up, make money, price go down, lose money. You don't make or lose money though until you sell technically. So, but you got to make sure you're investing in something worthwhile. Mr. Mario, what would I buy? So obviously right this second today, I'd probably just sit and wait. But if I needed to build a bag, I really like SWE. I think Sol is great for a blue chip. I'm an ADA maxi. Everybody knows that. I would go Sol, ADA, SWE. If I was trying to not be biased, Sol, ADA, SWE, Ondo. Shoot. Maybe Avalanche. And then I would go low caps. I tend to not put too much into large caps. I'm more of a degenerate when it comes to my investments. If you want some input, I guess I really like our portfolios that we've built on the stream. The 1K to 10K Grok portfolio is great. It's got some nice like blue chip, high cap, and mid cap coins for sure. We got Render, Fetch, Solana, Ondo, Cardano, Shib, Near, Proppy, Aptos, and Doge. And half of them are still in profit. And this portfolio officially hit profit today. It's up $14. This started as a $1,000 investment. It went down with all the tariff FUD, and it's now at break even. So it's kind of shows you that if you would have bought, what did we set this up around tariff time 2 months ago? If you would have bought 2 months ago, then you'd be in the same boat. It's literally at the exact same price that it was before. Some of them are in profit, like Render's up $35. These were all $100 investments, so the rest of these are pretty much right there. Honestly, you're getting a deal on Doge, Aptos, Proppy, and Near. So I like this portfolio, and the narrative portfolio is really good as well. This was originally a $500 investment. It's currently up $200, which is awesome. We got Pepe. Everything's in profit. We got Pepe, Tau, Fetch, Mana, and VeChain. This portfolio is just made up of one meme coin, one real world asset coin, one decentralized physical infrastructure coin, one gaming coin, and one artificial intelligence coin. And the way that we figured it out is we just went to CoinMarketCap. And you could do this too, honestly. It's really just kind of like throwing a dart at a dartboard. As long as you're picking something quality, like throw the dart and then research the coin. This is literally how I used to do it. I used to go on CoinMarketCap and I would legit just scroll and I would pick something where I liked the logo or I liked the name, because that's how retail's brain functions. And then look into it. If you like it, if you like the tokenomics, if you like the community, then buy some. If you don't, if it feels a little scummy, a little scammy, then pick another one. It's literally, there's so many projects, and I'm sure a good majority of them, at least in the top 200-300 coins, are relatively high quality. So, but go to CoinMarketCap, select categories, and just pick ones. You got meme coins, you got Made in USA, you got artificial intelligence, real world assets, gaming, decentralized physical infrastructure, decentralized finance, I think, or maybe that's decentralized financial artificial intelligence, who knows. But we just clicked on the categories, picked something within the top 5 to establish our narrative portfolio, and it's actually been the top performer so far. But yeah, it's a lot of fun, man. Honestly, treat it like a game. I can go over Bitcoin and XRP again for you, Archangel. Ondo, ADA, Ondo, Link, Pepe. I do like Chainlink for sure. Chainlink is like a really safe bet. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said, we are trading the token, speculating if it's going up or down. Most of these are tokenized and can be used in real world, and others are meme coins, buy and sell for fun, no utilization. Mr. Mario said, thank you, sir. I'm trying to DCA again. In red days, I had my money tied up in real estate investment and finally got my profits to play with. Nice. Yeah, I think it's a decent time. I really do, personally. And who knows, maybe I'm going to be super wrong and maybe this is the top, but I think that we're just getting started. I really think that we're heating up right now. I don't think that we've seen even the start of the bull market. So, I don't know. I'm pretty stoked. Archangel said, thanks, man. You're always so nice. Well, I appreciate that. I feel like being mean is counterintuitive to existing, Life is about being nice and enjoying life. Renders up 5.19%, looking good. Got a nice bounce off of $4, broke through 432, no problem. Had a little struggle at 475, but it busted through it, and now it's chilling at $5 right now. If it can get above 5, that'd be sweet. It is barely overbought. Momentum Wave is slightly overbought as well, but it looks good. Let me go look at Bitcoin and then XRP for Archangel. So, well, we're going to look at Bitcoin a couple of times, but right now we're just chilling. Almost looks like a flag. We've watched it a couple of times do this before. So, and we're also, the liquidation heat map has the, I don't know if you've been here the past couple of weekends, but for some reason on the weekends, the liquidation heat map always looks like this, where the liquidations at the top and bottom are identical, literally like mirrored one another, and Bitcoin always stays in between them for the weekend. And by weekend, I mean until early Sunday morning, which I think maybe means that whoever's setting this up, if that is the point, it is kind of a tinfoil hat conspiracy. So bear with me. But whoever is setting this up is in some foreign market, maybe Asian, maybe English. I have no clue. But it does, and it could be the Chicago Mercantile Exchange or the New York Stock Exchange. This didn't seem to happen until after the ETFs got really mainstreamed. So it could literally be Wall Street trying to stabilize the weekend markets while they're, chilling on their yacht so that they can enjoy it without their hedge fund managers or whoever calling them or getting margin called. But Bitcoin's chilling above the 786 from all-time high that somebody pointed out to us the other day. We're in a good spot. And then XRP is up 0.75% on the day. XRP had no problem blasting above this previous local high at 234. Actually, it's chilling right there right now. So you had your little pullback, broke below 214, got back above it, no problem, and then just blasted. Next stop, 250, if it's going to remain bullish. If it does need to pull back, look for some support at 222. Tom Selleck said CZ controls all. I know, he's being so ominous on X, and it's it's like lore building. I love it. I totally just spilled my drink. Okay. Tom Selleck said coins made in USA could also be nice. He also said basically it's a giant Ponzi scheme. It's literally just investing. I think the idea of it being a Ponzi scheme is silly because everything is a Ponzi scheme. Look at Avon. Look at employment. You know what I mean? Like, you're sitting there like quoting jobs for your work, and you quote them for like $100, $150, $200 an hour in the quote, and you're only getting paid like $20, $30, $40, $50 an hour, which is crazy that they're like charging double, triple. And I know that they got margins, but then they're charging a multiplication of all of the supplies that they sell. It's crazy. It's ridiculous to me. There's so much money in the world and everyone's so greedy. That blows my mind. Archangel said, I kind of noticed over time also, but I never thought it's real. It definitely seems more and more realistic the further we get into the bull market, especially when we're paying really close attention on the weekends because we have nothing else going on. The liquidation and heat map is a dead giveaway. But who knows, man? Maybe it's just people setting longs and shorts up as a hedge. I don't know. It could just be one guy making us think that we're all crazy, which is kind of funny. Maybe it's a power trip. Eventually, you get so much money that you probably just start messing with people. Polkadot looks awesome. So Polkadot had this little falling wedge action going on before everything. Polkadot kind of woke up like a week before everything got really spicy, it seemed. And it was trading in this little range, broke below, did a little fake out below. And if you zoom in, which I'm sure on the 15-minute it looks great, this looks like a textbook inverse head and shoulders. So at the very least, it was going to break out and probably get back above this triangle or this wedge. But it just blasted straight up. And this blue line is not a trend line. That is actually a trajectory line that I drew. Because I was like, I bet you. The first one failed. But the idea, the concept was that this was going to scoop down and come back up eventually. It clearly didn't hit $8 on 420. I'm going to leave that there though because it's funny. But eventually you get that. You always get that bowl shape. You know what I mean? Every single time. Here's a bowl. Here's a bowl. It's always that shape. So I zoomed out and I drew the shape and we're kind of sinking back up to it at this point. It might even disobey that. It might just go straight up from here and be like a soup bowl, a deep soup bowl. Fahid said when OP $4. 75 cents right now. Honestly, $4 would be sick. That would be so awesome. But yeah, Polkadot looks awesome. Look at this beautiful green volume. It is incredibly overbought on the RSI, so exercise caution. It's also very overbought on the momentum wave. So maybe we'll say overhyped on the momentum wave. I feel like that's a better terminology. But we got about 444, 459 resistance. We'll have to start drawing new resistance lines. As of right now, it's looking like probably let's call it 525. 525 is going to be the next trouble area. Besides where we're at right now, literally because of this, we're right here. It's the same exact level. So break above 525, and then maybe we'll also see some resistance at 555 and then 611. Yeah, that's what I would look for. But Polkadot looks really good right now for some reason. I think it's because it's been almost like over depressed. Everyone's like, "Ooh, Polkadot doesn't do anything," and they're all selling it like crazy. Like the fundamentals haven't changed at all. It's just a matter of price action, and unfortunately, the community got a little too bearish. It's up 7.3% today. That's pretty awesome. CAS is up 5.02% on the day. CAS had this beautiful triangle. CAS also woke up a little bit early too. CAS woke up April 20th, 420. Nice. So we had a little rejection at 97. Broke above that. Had a little reaction at like 11, 10, 11. Got back below. Came back below 97. Came back down here. Retested 82. Got a bounce up reaction off that. Came back down here. And then eventually this trend line was established. So it hit off this bottom zone. Broke above. Had a little bit of a struggle at 97 again. You can see it right here. Just these three candles transitionary. And then it continued. And this looks like it might be flagging out right here. A little baby flag. But right now, symmetrical triangle breakout. Looks pretty good. Poised for a potential 12.5, maybe 14.4 would be really awesome. This is where I was talking about it. I've been talking so much crap, and I'm like, I want it to make me look stupid because I've just been crapping all over it. So this is officially when CAS reaches 14 cents. You guys can start calling me an idiot for talking crap, which is exactly why I did that. Reverse psychology. Avalanche is up 4.74% on the day, looking good. Chilling at $23.21. Got a nice reaction off of 1982. It had this weird pattern that we were watching. This pump, and then the really big spike, and then like the slow grind down, and then it really big spike down. And then it bounced off of 1982 after playing there for a minute. Broke above 22, no problem. A little struggle for a minute, but broke above it. And now maybe establishing a flag to continue. But it's chilling at 23 right now, which is a area of confluence. I want to see it get above 23 for sure. 23.20. Tyler said, did you get your pin link? Mr. Tyler, I do believe you have access to Discord, in which I did send you a direct message per your request when the funds were made available to me, which was at approximately 2:21 a.m. So you're welcome. Yes, I did. All right, let me get back. Tom Selleck's code said 340. My break even for OP. Okay, that's not bad. I mean, you could DCA and lower your average. Depends on how big your bag is, though. Not everybody wants to double their bag. All right, let's see. Chainlink is up 0.5% on the day. Still struggling to get above this purple line. So this purple line, we broke below. It looked like a bear flag, but it didn't quite play out, which is awesome because the target would have been pretty horrendous. Like $10, which is 33% decline from where it's at right now, which stinks. Nobody wants that. So we're looking for some continued upside. I want to see it break above this purple trend line so that we can get some momentum building. It does look like it's building a flag, just like everything else. So if we get above the purple trend line, that would be awesome. That would make me happy. A little pullback retest of the old purple trend line, the upper resistance. Turn support now would be okay. I'd also maybe look for a midpoint pullback, maybe at 15 even. That's a nice psychological zone. Billy said, yo, yo, yo. I made it. What's going on, Billy? He said, hey, Doodles. Tom Selleck Scout said, not a big OP fan. Wouldn't buy if I could turn back time. That's a good song. OP up 9.25% on the day. This thing got hyper bearish. I don't know why. And you know what? I would even make the argument that this was the bear flag, and then it fulfilled the target, essentially, of the bear flag. And it was a beautiful bounce. It was incredibly oversold down here. We talked about it a couple of times. It was just too bearish looking, though. But it's up, let's see, from the local bottom, it is up 30%, which would have been a pretty sick trade. It does have pretty hefty resistance at 76.9. The fact that it's holding above 75, a nice psychological price area, is brilliant. If it does pull back, look for potential support at 70, maybe 69.3, where we got that point of confluence. Mr. Roberts said, hey, JJ, hey, good people. Just saying hi, hitting the like and leaving again. I'm mowing the lawn and can't listen to this and the Leafs game at the same time. All right, respect. I appreciate that, Mr. Roberts. Thanks for stopping by. Tyler said, if I was you, I totally would have used me to put down like 500 LMAO win-win. Yeah, but I don't want to put 500 bucks on Pinlink. I got 500 bucks better spent. No offense. I did what I did. Archangel said, is it true you should never short the market when the trend is a bull market? I wouldn't say never. It really, everyone's got their own methods of trading. Some people like to trade on the 1 minute time frame, you know what I mean? I used to trade the 15. I started on the 4 hour, eventually transitioned to the 15, and then moved back to the 4 hour because I started making nothing but bad trades on the 15, and I'm making money again trading on the 4 hour. It's all depends. Like your own personal trading method will kind of flesh out over time, and some people can make a ton of money in bear market lack of volatility. Some people thrive in bull market volatility. As of right now, I get a little bit spooked when it gets really volatile because I'm so not used to it from us being in this little like boring, oh, everything's just chopping for the weekend and during the week and all the price action is the same for forever. I can trade this range for forever. But the second it starts doing these and then it like does fake outs and stuff, I'm like, whoa, I don't know what to do. So I got to get used to the bull market again. I would consider myself a patient trader, and that's learned by losing lots of money. Sitting back and just watching and waiting and then finding a move that I'm comfortable with and taking it. The biggest, like best advice I had ever been given is you don't always have to be in a trade. Don't trade with emotions, but I guess the second best is you don't always have to be in a trade. And I see a lot of people are just always forcing trades and they lose a lot of money. It's sad, man. It's really sad. So you got to be careful. Just be careful. Treat it like gambling. Eventually you'll get into a groove and you'll figure things out and you'll be comfortable. Tyler said, what did it drop your average to? P.S. I don't turn on Discord notifications. I don't either. Mine's all completely muted. Mr. Roberts said, can I guess 102 and 958? Yes, you can, Mr. Roberts. You are a member, so you can guess early. I'll take a picture so that I remember it. Drummer said, all you have to do is the opposite of me. Right. Yeah, dude. Everyone's got that counter trade scenario. I don't know if we all make the same trades and then the market makers just counter trade us and we're all just in sync. Maybe that's it. Maybe like spiritually, financially, we're all in sync, making the same trades. That would be pretty funny. OP chilling at 75.7. Oh, we got less than 1 minute until the daily close contest. Let's get over here. I didn't know it was that close already. Shoot. We're on OP. Don't let me forget. All right, let's get over. Daily close contest coming up in 46 seconds on the clock. So get your guesses ready, ladies and gentlemen. Let me, bam, get the window up. All right, already we got Mr. Roberts coming in with his early guess. By the way, guys, if you are any tier channel member, you can guess up to 1 hour early if you like. 102.958. Mr. Roberts' guess is in there, and I will let you guys know when you can start guessing. Yeah, a lot of it also can depend on the exchange that you're on when trading, because some exchanges just have really low liquidity and some goofball can accidentally like market sell. There you guys go. Daily close contest is ready for you guys to get your guesses in. Some goofball can market sell. Last bull market, Bitcoin was at like, I don't remember, it was at like 64K, and somebody on Binance US did a market sell, and he literally wicked the price just on that one exchange all the way down to $8,000. So some lucky bastard had a buy order at $8,000 for Bitcoin on Binance US, and he got like an instant 8x on his investment. And the poor guy that did a market sell sold his Bitcoin for $8,000 when it was worth $60,000. Could you imagine how much that would suck? That's too funny though, man. You gotta be careful. Make sure you know what exchange you're on. All right, we got Hoffs. We got Tom Selleck's Goat with a guess of 102,850. We got Fahid with a guess of 103,213.88. So far, so good. Am I too zoomed in? I feel like I'm too zoomed in. We got Drimmer. I like saying your name for some reason. 104,500. Oops. We got Crypto Mechanical. That's a cool name too. Sometimes I can't type, man. I swear, like my brain just tricks me into fat fingering all the keys. We got Dream Tanks coming in with 103,400. Let me make sure nobody else has that. That was a popular guess yesterday. We got Tyler coming in with 102,945. Who else? Anybody else? Anybody else? Is that really that hard to see? All right, guys, get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Oh, Tyler's making a change. Interesting. Okay. Anybody can participate. Only one will win. 102,890.00. If you nail the first 6 digits, that's exciting, you win $15. If you nail all 8, which includes the change, you win $100. You get to participate daily, completely free of charge. If you don't nail any of them and you're just closest without going over, you win bragging rights. It's a fun time. We got J Shear 2.0 coming in with a guess of 102,969. 102,969.69. Nice. We got Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn coming in. Oh, come on, pop up. 102,797.09. I got you, Fahid. Where are you? Right there. Yeah, I got you. Cheers, guys. All right, we got 1 minute and 13 seconds left for you guys to get your guesses in for the daily close contest. We got 22 people watching. If you guys could smash the like button, I would thoroughly appreciate it. If you're new, please consider subscribing. We stream every single day for the daily close. And if Bitcoin does anything crazy, we do emergency streams as well, which are a lot of fun. We also do random video game playthroughs and other videos. The Reddit series is a lot of fun. Am I the Asshole is really popular. I also thoroughly enjoyed the Coinfessions video. Crypto Mechanical said Trading View. Bitcoin has 6 minutes for the daily to close. So I'm on, yes. So the guessing stops 5 minutes prior. So we start at 7:50 p.m. EST, and 7:55 p.m. EST is when you're no longer allowed to guess, and then we wait 5 minutes for the daily close. So that 5 minute window is where all the action happens. Hoff said updated standings when? Okay, Hoff's updated standings. I'll fill you in a minute. We got 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1. Okay, time's up. No more guesses. Interesting, my chat keeps disconnecting. There we go. Okay, time's up. No more guesses for the daily close contest. So now we gotta sort these bad boys. Let me zoom in now so that you guys can see them better. I'll do one more. Yep. Okay. We got Dremmer with a guess of 104.5. Dream Tanks TV 103.4. Dixie said, son of a bitch, I even spelled it out. Tom Selleck said, otherwise Tyler would guess 1 second before close. No, Tyler's been pretty decent about it recently. He was. I do thoroughly enjoy the lore though. If I'm trying to start a strike or whatever, and then he put in a guess like 1 penny over Fahid, and I just planted the seed of doubt. That was pretty good. All right, we got Dream Tanks 103.4, Fahid 103, 213 and 88 cents, Hoffs 103 even, J Shear 2.0 102.969.69, nice. Mr. Roberts 102.958, Tyler Yetzer 102.890, Tom Selleck's Goat 102.850, Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn 102.797, and Crypto Mechanical 102.659. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said I typed mine in 4 times. That's crazy. I literally only saw it once. Yeah, if you guys are trying to participate, sometimes you got to type it in weird. Like, take a look at how Tyler and Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn and Jay Shear put theirs in. For some reason, YouTube blocks them all the time. All the time. Blocks like everybody's. So, you do have to kind of try to circumvent whatever their crazy discriminatory system is. Some people can just type them like regular numbers and have no problems. I don't know what it is. It's the craziest thing. So Bitcoin is currently trading at 102.972. Oh, 972 even. We got, what is that? 3 minutes remaining on the clock. It's been completely stagnant price ever since then. If it closes at 102.971.99, the winner is going to be J Shear 2.0, and he's very, very, very close, which is frightening considering the fact that the price has not moved this whole time. What is going on here? Help me. Please, somebody please help. Pump or dump the price. Actually, pump it. It cannot dump because then it's going to hit his number exactly. Dang it. Why is that such a good guess, too? Holy crap. All right. Drummer said I thought theirs was broken. Yeah, no, dude. YouTube is broken. It's the weirdest thing. Some people just type the price and it has no issues. Other people type it in and it's like, nope, it doesn't go through. They got to type it 5 times. They got to add words. I think Money and Philly are my 2 favorites. Money always adds something about cats. And then Philly always types in like the most random nonsense. Like literal, instead of putting numbers, Philly just types in words that sound like the numbers. And I got to translate it and it works every time. It's really funny. Archangel, unfortunately, you are late. We do have the 5-minute window. You gotta from 7:50 p.m. to 7:55 p.m. If you get in after 7:55 p.m., it does not count. But if you want to participate tomorrow, I will let you guys know when to start and stop in the chat. RJ Tink said, any Velo chat yet? I'm not sure what Velo chat is. Is that a crypto that I gotta look into? That's kind of cool. Velo chat. Let's see. We got 1 minute and 14 seconds remaining on the clock. Let me look at it over here. Velo chat. The nicotine product? Is that what you're talking about? Velo. Pump $30. All right, guys, we got 50 seconds remaining. This is the candle that will determine the fate of our winner. Currently, the price of Bitcoin is 102.971 and 99 cents, which still has J Shear written all over it. It is literally flatlined on the Bitcoin Binance USDT chart. The price has not moved. What is going on? Please help. Is the chart broken? I don't think so. This is just what it's doing. Literally no change in price. People aren't buying, man. Look at the volume. Look at the volume. And we got a confirmed red dot now in the 1 minute as well. 15 seconds left on the clock. 102.972 even. Thank God nobody guessed this exact price. 8 seconds left on the clock. Here we go. 4, 3, 2, 1. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. The daily close price of Bitcoin is 102.971.99. Wow, that's crazy. Congratulations, J Shear 2.0, on your victory. Ladies and gentlemen, spam the bananas in the chat. J Shear 2.0 is our winner. Yeah, Archangel, I can show you. I'll show you the chat when we're done. YouTube must not have sent yours through. 102.969.99. Congratulations, J Shear, on your victory. That's why if you go back and look, Tyler and who else? Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn and all them type theirs in. So weird. Okay, let's go to the 4-hour chart. Guys, spam the bananas in the chat for J Shear 2.0's victory. Let's go. There you go. Look at this mini candles, LOL. Woo. All right, ladies and gentlemen, J Shear 2.0 is our victor for the day. Let's get this window out of here. And let me add you to the winner's Google Doc. Updated standings for Hoffs as well. J Shear 2.0 has 7. Waterfly has 6. J Shear 2.0 has officially lapped Waterfly. Who else? We got Mr. Okay, so let me go from the top. We got Fahid. Fahid is in the lead with 17 wins right now. Fahid is in first place. Then followed by Hoffs with... Nope, I'm sorry. Followed by Tyler with 15. Followed by Hoffs with 12. And then I think followed by J Shear with 7. Don't quote me on that, though. We'd have to figure out who else was on the chart. I did post it on my X page the other day. I'll have to do an updated one. But J Shear 2.0 has come out guns blazing the past month or two. Just winning left and right out of nowhere. It's kind of crazy. Congratulations, J Shear 2.0, on your victory. Yeah, you missed by $2. Crazy. Closest without going over. Ladies and gentlemen, can I get a drum roll, please? The winner of today's daily close contest, Friday, May 9th, 2025, with a guess of 102,969.99. Nice. And an actual daily close for Bitcoin of 102,971.99. The prize is a girthy carrot. Congratulations, J Shear 2.0, on your victory. Enjoy your girthy carrot. You can enjoy it here. You can enjoy it on the go. You can enjoy it in a box with a fox. You can enjoy it at the bar with your mom. Congratulations on your victory. Enjoy your girthy carrot. All right, let me show just to illustrate it here for Archangel, the YouTube discriminatory scenario. So in the chat, if I go to live chat, that's important as well. Go to live chat. Let me scroll back. Right here, I said daily close contest. Go, go, go. We got Hoffs, Tom Selleck's Goat, Hoffs again, Fahid, Drummer, Crypto Mechanical, Hoffs again, Dream Tanks, Tyler, J Shear, Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn, J Shear, Fahid, Crypto Mechanical, Hoffs, and then I said time's up. And then a bunch of other stuff happened, and then you typed in your guess after time was up, and you might have gotten in the window right here, but it won't show up for me because for some reason YouTube filters it out. Nobody else will have seen it either. That is actually why Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn, J Shear, and Tyler typed theirs like this. Tyler with the 102T890H00, and then J Shear with the 102.969 and 69 cents. And then Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn 102T797N09. That's why people do it like that. For some reason, YouTube thinks it's like a phone number or a link or something, so you got to get creative with it. All right, let's see. Let's go check the chat. Congratulations, J Shear 2.0, once again on your victory. Hoff said 17. Can we tariff to 17? Oh, yeah, Canada's in the lead, by the way, because Fahid is in the lead. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn's cracking up. Dixie said yummy. J Shear said LOL yum. Tyler said, I'm glad I started the picture prize. Yeah, Tyler, by the way, was the original picture prize. I had a file on my desktop with every daily close prize, and I somehow deleted it on accident, and I'm freaking devastated. And they were all beautifully photoshopped and everything. I Photoshop these every day for you guys, by the way. I literally sit here and I Photoshop the girthy carrot and stuff. And I pick a new one every day just to make sure that the winner gets a decent prize. I think Fahid got the best prize yesterday with the Jimmy John's Gargantuan. That was like a $35 prize. It's ridiculous. Tyler did start the Wiener Shade prizes. Yes, he sent me a picture of a pile of glizzies. And that was our first prize. Hoff's actually provided what I would argue is our best prize so far, and that is his janky ass mustard glizzy, which we have officially created merch off of. In case you guys are interested, it is in the description or in the bio of the channel right here. Go to JJ88 shop, fourth wall, and we got the Deep Lore collection. We got the Heat Plus One, which is hilarious. The other side has a coffee beanie ghost, and then we got the beautiful I won the daily close contest, and all I got was this foot-long glizzy animated version. This is Hoff's weird cryptic mustard pattern. Has anyone deciphered it yet? Maybe it means something. I don't know. Maybe you could win money if you figure out what it means. I don't know. For some reason, the piece of mustard all the way to the left looks like a dick and balls, and the one next to it actually looks like a little 357 little revolver. But yeah, if you guys are interested, the merch helps support the channel. It's a lot of fun. We got some cool stuff there. We got this. We got the Fajit Plus One. We got Coffee Beanie Ghost, Coffee Ghost, and Sleepy Ghost Evolution hat. We got the mug. We got socks. We got some cool hoodies and stuff. We got some sick Cardano Memecoin collections. Yeah, it's a fun time. Go check it out. Bitcoin is getting a little green, getting a little pumpy, getting a little girthy, if you will. Currently trading at 103.70 and 66 cents. Looking good. Very nice. ETH is up. Sol is up. Total 3 is up. ADA is up. SNEK is up 2%. Nice. XRP's up. HBAR's up. Looking good, man. Looking good. We do it. It looks like we're probably gonna have a quiet weekend. I'm not gonna lie. I hope I'm wrong. I really do. Let's see. Hold on. Tyler said my grill full of glizzies. It was just a pile of glizzies, like unsolicited too. He just sent me this picture. And he was like, show everyone. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said the winning number on the chart, 69, not 99. Oh, okay, my bad. Is it? Yes. You're right. Got it. Thank you for pointing that out. It's important stuff for our documentation for our archive. Drummer said you can recover it as long as you didn't fill the drive enough to write over it. It's technically still there. Really? Like if I emptied my recycle bin, it's still there? I gotta do that then. That's actually a huge deal. I'm gonna look into that. I thought about it, but I was like, I don't want to waste time and then it not work and then me be even more bummed. Let me look it up. How to recover emptied trash. Windows. Okay. I don't know if I can once it's emptied. Restore. I don't know. I'll look into it later. Anyways, let's see. Tyler said, I think we're going to break all-time high this weekend with a China deal. Honestly, if a China deal came through, dude, that would be crazy. You know what? I'm going to DCA live on air right now as we live and breathe. Let me make sure you guys can't see the reflection of my shit in my glasses. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said important documentation for audit purposes. Yes, I mean we have an archive, man. The Daily Close Prize Archive. This is the only evidence of the prizes after I accidentally erased the freaking file. Maybe one day I'll go back and I'll Photoshop the video footage to get the prizes again. I mean, how cool would it have been to have merch with the Daily Close prizes on it? Just like 365 pictures. Oh man, Dixie said DCA into dong. I did. I might just do that. I've been loading up on random. I'm a little bummed that I didn't buy more Chad. Chad went crazy apparently. I kind of slept on it the past like week because it's been a little slumpy, which is very not Chad of me. So I guess that's what I get. All right. You know what's scary when they tell you the limit on Coinbase and then you realize that you've almost bought up to your limit and you're like, how did I do that? Because it resets like every week or month or something like that. So you're like, whoa, Then you get a real good visualization of how much money you spend on crypto. You're like, what in the world? All right. I'm just going to do a chill one right now. Very quiet, very calm. Okay, I'm happy with that. Tyler said, JJ, we can't even see the numbers on screen. What makes you think we can see your glasses reflection? I don't know, man. People got some crazy technology. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe, I think if I turn the light up, it makes me look really pale. It looks good on my end. I think it's your guys' end. It's not me. It's definitely like your internet connection and your poor quality device. Just gaslighting you guys. It's because you guys aren't tier 3 channel members for like 4 months in a row. Once you're 4 months in a row tier 3 channel members, you get the best quality internet service. Look at renders up 1.14%. All right, I'm getting distracted. Render's getting ready to kill it, dude. Girthy candle, girthy carrot. Congratulations, Jayshear 2.0 once again on your victory. Let's finish going through our charts. We're at OP. Doge is up 0.88% on the day, looking good. Getting a little curl up. We got a little indecisiveness right here for a second. It found some support at 20, and now it's going towards 21.65. Let's see if we get it. Polygon Matic Pole up 0.75%. Got some resistance at 25.67. If it breaks through, then it's heading towards 36.30, I guess. Jeez. Near is up 1.24% on the day. Keep in mind, the daily closes happen, so that's going to affect the day. But it's currently trading at 293. Next target up, I guess. We gotta draw the next target. I would say look for $3. Nice psychological zone. Actually, I'm gonna go for 310. 308. Yeah, we'll call it that. Those are gonna be my two targets for near. And Chili's up 0.67% on the day. Chili's was the first coin where we noticed the WM playing out and the pullback to the halfway point. And I put this line here, this purple line, I put this line here and I said, it's going to pull back here and then bounce. And it literally, I'm not even joking, perfectly touched this arbitrary purple line that I threw on this chart. Look at that. That is perfect. Are you kidding me? You guys wonder why I have such an out of control ego. The market maker is making me this way. It's also a narcissist maker. But Chili's is chilling at 46.5 or 0.0465, heading towards 5. That's my target at least. Maybe look for 51.50, 51.15. But it looks good. Looks good. Poised for some upside. We also have a potential inverse head and shoulders here. See if that plays out. Actually, that target might be 50, or it might be 5 cents. So Chili's looks good. Silver today got a little bit choppy. MicroStrategy got a little bit choppy, I guess, too. DXY got a little bit boring. NASDAQ got a little bit choppy. And S&P got a little bit choppy. I think things are about to light up. Keep in mind, every time the president, I don't mean to keep getting political, but it's a very political atmosphere right now, guys. So if you don't like political talk, I mean, you're probably in the wrong industry. Every single time Donald Trump has said, you should probably buy stocks, you probably should have bought stocks. He just recently said, you should probably buy some stocks because it's about to skyrocket. He just said that after they announced the UK trade deal, which means they're probably about to announce a slew of deals. Twanley said, are we on altcoin season? Let's actually go take a look. I'm going to go to CoinMarketCap's altcoin season indicator and see what they got to say. We are not. We are close. Actually, we're halfway through the midpoint. So once we break this 50 and maybe, I don't know, what would it, to 100% altcoin season. So we're looking to get to 51. We're at 38 right now. Heading towards 50, which is great. It's looking really in our favor. Like this switched fast, very fast. Our yearly high was December 3rd, 2024. We were at an 87 altcoin season. So just the other day, this was just like 4 or 5 coins, and then everything else was red. Now we got Form, Fartcoin, Maker, Brett, Core, all these coins. And it's important to look because this is the 90-day as well. So it's important to check these out. Some of them are still red. Polkadot up 2%. Some of them that are still red might literally be worth buying. I mentioned that yesterday too. I think I noticed some of these have moved. Cardano's up 12% since yesterday from that red. Since the 90 day. I'm sorry. Yeah, look, Pi. I think Pi was up top. What happened? Jeez, did it dump? Am I crazy? Or maybe the 90 day, it just hit that certain point on the 90? Oof. Okay, I don't know. That's confusing. But yeah, we're getting close. We're getting close to altcoin season. Hoff said Chili's has a catalyst next month. FIFA Cup. Nice. Okay, we got some news articles to go through, guys. Sol flipped BNB in market cap. That's huge. I don't know if it stayed that way. I forgot to look while we were on CoinMarketCap. We'll go look in a minute. Donald Trump tweeted 12 hours ago, 80% tariff on China seems right. Up to Scott Bessett. I believe they're at like 125 right now, so that would be a reduction, which is a huge deal. Maybe a negotiation tactic. I don't know. Like I said, man, this is literally textbook art of the deal. Everyone was like, no, no, no. He came out swinging. He said, we're not going to budge. We're going crazy with tariffs. And everyone went, whoa, are you nuts? And then he was like, yes, I am nuts. And then he waited and waited, and he's like, actually, you know what? Let's only do this many, which was originally would have been a ridiculous offer. Everyone would have been like, whoa, are you nuts about the smaller offer? But because he came out with this crazy nuclear offer to begin with, and then he was like, no, I'm actually just going to go with the single sniper rifle offer. And they're like, okay, I love that. And, you know, it's still like backstabby to the country that's getting offered it. But because he came out with the crazy one first, it seems a lot less crazy. Maybe that was a weird analogy. Cointelegraph. Bitcoin hit $103.8 thousand for the first time since January, with 344,620 new wallets created amid rising FOMO. 344,620 new wallets. That's more than 250,000 new wallets. That's insane. We got Bitcoin dominance starting to decline, a bullish signal for altcoins. That's very exciting. We got my own tweet here. Go feel free to like it. Bitcoin is now the 5th largest asset by market cap, flipping Google earlier and now Amazon, next stop, Nvidia. Bitcoin at this time, was at $2.044 trillion. Nvidia is at 2.863. After that, we got Apple, 2.949. Microsoft, 3.256. I think we're going to flip all of those. I'm not, like, there's no doubt about it. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to flip gold this time around. That's a huge order. Is Bitcoin going to $1 million? Maybe? Who knows, man? Who knows what's on the table at this point? Stuff's going crazy, but we'll see. Bybit announces it has surpassed 70 million registered users. Also another huge indicator. When the exchanges, this is my biggest indicator, when the exchanges start offering you like $100 for you and $100 for your friend when they sign up and deposit like $200 into their account, that is when you know we're in like peak bull market. When the exchanges are making so much money off of fees and junk that they can afford to just give everyone and their brother a crap ton of money for free. Just for free. Just because. All right, let's go see. Dang. Look at this. Beautiful. My SNEK fractal's like weirdly working out. It's freaking me out, dude. Market is getting spicy while Bitcoin chills. Bitcoin dominance probably getting more dumpy. Yes, it is. Ooh. Interesting stuff, guys. Interesting stuff. All right. We got $830 million worth of cryptocurrency shorts liquidated in the past 24 hours. Let's go. President Trump says China should open up its market to USA. Swiss president said US and China are holding trade talks in Switzerland. Nice. This guy, Marty Party, posted this. I thought this was hilarious. This guy said Bitcoin will be valued at $100,000 a coin by 2025. He said that 11 years ago. This guy deleted his account. He said, keep dreaming. Meanwhile, Bitcoin, it's 2025, and Bitcoin, last I checked, is $102,980. So this guy, whose name on Reddit was Mark My Words, Absolute Giga Chad legend. What a crazy, crazy call. That's freaking awesome. And then last but not least here, we got Trump nuclear deregulation and U.S. energy overhaul. The White House is currently drafting 4 executive orders expected to be released within the coming weeks, attempting to expand the ability of Department of Energy and Department of Defense to deploy prototype and demonstration reactors with potential commercial applications, possibly without oversight by the U.S. Nuclear Regulatory Commission. Bring nuclear power back. We are way behind already. Technology is unreal. Buy uranium ETFs like URA. That's what this guy's saying. Interesting. Interesting stuff. All right, and let's do an update of our portfolios. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said, did they launch the FIFA token yet? No. So they did talk about that though at the crypto conference or the crypto meeting. I don't know. The FIFA guy was there, and it was really strange. The trophy was hilarious. They kept like fumbling with it and stuff. Like it's supposed to look like it's made out of gold. I don't know if it's actually made out of gold. My question is, why couldn't they had the cool key thing that like unlocked it to spin? They couldn't pay somebody like $1,000 to program that to just automatically open? There's no way that they didn't have the money to make that big beautiful trophy just go like this. They had to have some poor guy with gloves on who doesn't know what he's doing do the key thing and then go, I don't know. And then the thing looks broken and stupid. They should have paid somebody to do that and make it automated. I think that would have been way cooler. Could you imagine they turn the key and then it just goes, that would have looked sweet. But instead they had this dude. Instead they pay this dude probably like 30 grand a year to go up to it and click the key and not know how to open the damn thing. That's your one job, bro. What are you doing? How do you fumble the trophy opening? Come on. All right. Anyways, we got our narrative portfolio. Actually, let's go back. 1K to 10K Grok portfolio is back at 1K. We are $28 in profit. Let's freaking go. This thing, we got Render up $37, Fetch up $10, Sol up $4, Ondo up $2, ADA up $2, and then Shib, Near, Proppy, Aptos, and Doge are all down, but the positive outweighs the negative, and we are in profit $28. It's time to get going. This bad boy is going to become, hopefully, the idea is that it's going to become $10,000 before the end of the bull market. And then we can show everybody that that's possible. Then we got our meme coin portfolio, post Libra, when everyone said memes are dead, is also $41 in profit. See what happens when you buy and hold? This thing was dead in the water. It was 50% down. And it's literally right back up at break even. Jay Shear said, love y'all. Thanks for the carrot, JJ and Tyler. Take it easy, Jay Shear. Appreciate you. Congratulations once again. Enjoy your girthy carrot. Jeez. That carrot's like borderline illegal. This carrot would not be able to participate in the Olympics. Let's just say that. It will not be participating at the FIFA World Cup. The meme coin portfolio, literally overnight, suddenly back in profit. It was down like 25%, and it's just back in profit overnight. Pepe's up $65. Whiff is up $36. Giga, Doge, and SNEK are all down, but the positive outweighs the negative, and we're currently in profit $40. Which one's going to outperform? Wouldn't that be crazy if the meme coin portfolio with 5 coins got to 10K before the 1K to 10K Grok portfolio did? Damn, that would be quite a demonstration. And then we got our narrative portfolio, which has been in profit for quite some time already. This thing's been in profit, let's see how long. Since, oh my gosh, for a couple weeks. Wow. So it was a $500 investment. It's been in profit since April. What? That's crazy. This thing's been in profit since April 20th. It is currently up $216, which is about 10-11%. Looking good. This portfolio is made up of 1 meme coin, 1 gaming coin, 1 real world asset coin, 1 decentralized physical infrastructure coin, and 1 artificial intelligence coin. Pepe's up $80, Tau is up $51, Fetch is up $43, Mano's up $29, and VeChain is up $11. Absolutely killing it. Narrative portfolio, by far the best performer. Let's freaking go. If this gets to 5K, then this also 10x'd, which is the same thing that we're going for with the 1K to 10K. So basically, the 10x portfolio challenge. Let's see what we can do. Did you guys smash the like button? Let's see what we're at. We are at 9 likes. I think we had 20 people watching at one point. How are we at 9 likes? Smash the like button, guys. What the heck? Bitcoin getting a little red. I'm going to close the trade I had in profit. Take my winnings elsewhere. We are chilling though. Congratulations, Jay Shear 2.0, once again on your victory. Oh yeah, Tyler wants to go take a look at Pinlink. Let's go look. Let's go see how down I am on my buy. All right. Harambe is up there. Dude, no way. Harambe is up another 32%. Let's go. What if my meme coins wake up? The ones that I've had that are like $1. Look at Splo still has no freaking volume. What the hell? Bart Hard. Clearly these were rugs. I don't know why I'm surprised. I'm like, clearly these were rugs. Yeah, no crap, dummy. Who are you kidding? Bart Hard? Why would you buy that? Why would anybody buy that? We got some guys spamming the chat. He said Grayscale Investments and Canary Capital filed an ETF application for HBAR coin and C and the SEC. Collect Tron, Sonic, HBAR, and C coins in the spot and get rich. Okay. I don't mind that. I don't know what Sonic is. I've actually never heard of that. I might have to look into it. What's going on, Ayaz? Akyaz? Feel free to subscribe. Smash the like button if you're new. Look at Harambe. Oh my gosh, this thing is shredding. I almost sold already too. That would have been such a crappy sell. I'm up 130%. What? This is my first successful meme coin buy. Oh, that's not true. On Sol specifically. My first successful, as long as I sell in profit, meme coin buy on Sol. Maybe that's not true either, but it's been a while. We'll see though. We will see. Look, we got a JJ. 519%. Interesting. The famous Discord emoji. But there's a different one though already. It's this JJ. Where'd it go? This guy. What the heck, bro? Look, I bought it at 44. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted. Let's take a look at Pinlink for Mr. Tyler. Ooh. Okay, my buy was at... Tyler said, did you Pinlink LMAO? Was gone at work. No, but I need to see where my buy was. Shoot, it doesn't show me the price. I gotta do math. Hang on. What? Where am I typing? Where'd my calculator go? Okay. I don't know. I don't know how to do the... It was at 2 o'clock in the morning. Let's just figure that out. So this was during the stream. 16, so 20. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, so yeah. It had to have been right here. So this was my buy. I'm actually in profit, guys. Look at that. I'm up 10%. And I lowered my average quite significantly because my initial buy was like $3. Oh, man, you can't make that stuff up. That's great. All right. I mean, it's going to double. That was stupid. It's obviously going to double. That was a good bet, Tyler. That was a good one. I like that. Sneaky. So wait a minute. What if it doubles right now, but then it gets to December and it's back down to like 75 cents? I guess that counts because that means that it did double, right? If it doubles at all between now and December, I think that's the deal. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you're safe. Congratulations, Jay Shear 2.0 once again on your girthy candle daily close contest win. We got total 3 chilling, soul. Ooh, taking back some of them gains. Interesting stuff playing out here in the chart. Ondo's up 1.11%, having trouble getting above the purple trend line. DOT is up 2.29. DOT is like waking up with a vengeance right now. OP trying. Near also trying. Chili's succeeding. JJ can't talk today. I don't like talking in the third person. It freaks me out. This totally looks like a bull flag though. I don't think you'll ever convince me otherwise. Tyler said perfect timing. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said Bongo Cat on the RSI right before the rally. Where? On Pinlink? Bongo Cat on the RSI right before the rally. What coin are you talking about, Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn? Because that's huge. Bongo Cat on the RSI is like... That shows you when we're going to rally. Harambe? Oh, no way. Did I point that out? Bongo Cat on the RSI and Harambe right before the rally. I don't even have the RSI up. What am I doing? Okay, it's got to be a lower time frame then. 1 hour? No. 15? Harambe, RSI, Bongo Cat. Why do I feel like I'm missing it? This is the rally, right? So the Bongo Cat, in theory, should be right here. I feel like it would be right there on a lower time frame. Oh, is it this? Maybe the chart after Harambe? Oh, it could have been Pinlink. Let's go take a look at Pinlink. It probably was Pinlink, because I think I do have it on Pinlink. Lower time frame, let's go to the 1 hour. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know, it's hard to tell. What time? I don't know, man. Then we came back here. What else did we look at? I think I went to Chili's. I went to Near. I went to Dot. Nope. I don't know. We'll find it eventually, I'm sure. Like tomorrow or something. We'll be like, oh yeah. And then we won't remember the context at all. Because that always happens. Dude, I'm so bummed. My SNEK energy was supposed to arrive today. So I'm super stoked. I get home and I'm like, oh my gosh, my SNEK energy. And I run inside like a little boy on like Christmas morning. I run inside and I'm like, did my SNEK energy get here? And my fiance is like, and I collapsed to the floor and I was like, no. And I cried and she had to hold me. It says it's arriving tomorrow. It said May 8th through 9th. Today's the 9th. And I looked it up and it says tomorrow now. Thank God for the United States Postal Service. Gourmet Brands of Brooklyn said, sorry, I missed the name of the token. I mean, we could go back in the video. Let me just go back in the video. You said before Harambe on the RSI, or maybe you said it might have been Harambe. You said it was before the rally. That's what you said, before the rally. Oh, actually, I do kind of see it on Pinlink, I think. Vaguely. Hang on, I'm going back a little bit more. Back. Doing my scrub. Was it JJ? No. I think it is Pinlink. Here. Is it this? Because I see the ear, the head, and then the ear again. You see it? I think it's that. Little bongo cat. Matter of fact, I'm going to go a little bit overboard and spend too much time talking about this. If we drew bongo cat. By the way, if there was a bongo cat coin, I would buy that in a heartbeat. No question. So please don't make one because I got enough coins to keep track of. Bongo cat. Bam. It's beautiful. It's a work of art. I think that's it. I'm convinced that is a bongo cat that you saw. Okay. Bitcoin, 102,957 and 21 cents. Let's check total 3. Let's go take a look at our fractal. Dude, the fractal is cooked. Let's go. Uh-oh. I mean, I hope it's not doing one of these. This would really stink, wouldn't it? Imagine if we did this. Where it just goes boop, boop, and then it does this. That would be like max pain, dude. June 8th. Imagine the remainder of the month is just stinky, bearish poo-poo. You did a Spaceballs move going back in time. It worked, man. It worked. I get the live pulled up over here just so I can make sure that everything's playing out correctly. Because OBS makes it look all pretty and stuff for me, but like live stream, it kind of looks like dirt, honestly. I looked it up. Apparently, my camera itself is blurry because my background is dark. But I don't know. I gotta get a pretty background. This is a sheet that I bought from. You guys can't even see. Well, my hand just disappears. This is a sheet that I bought from Family Dollar. Like one day, I think the day of the face reveal, I was like racing home and I was like, I don't have a backdrop. So I just stopped at Family Dollar and it was kind of expensive. It was like $14 for just a black sheet. I was like, what is this? You guys are price gouging like linens now? All right, let's check our total crypto market cap as well. Ooh, look at that. We got about 3.2. Let's go. I mean, next stop is Moon, man. What do we got? Maybe. That's really pushing it. I don't think so. I would make a case for this 3.59 to be our next resistance. Now, we did just bust straight up. But we've done that a couple of times. Look at this. We grinded, bust, grinded, bust. Are we going to grind up some more and then bust? I could see that. I could make that case. I kind of like it. We are overbought. Not that you could buy total crypto market cap, but RSI is in overbought territory. We got confirmed red dots that played out, actually. So that's good. Momentum wave should probably reset, get a little bit of a breather, which could happen, technically. We've seen already. Right here, momentum wave was way overheated, and it took a little breather. As soon as it took a breather, we blasted off again. So we got momentum wave reset, blast off. RSI reset, blast off. Same exact concept, just repeating over and over again. What's really nice is, actually, that's not nice. We do have bearish div on the RSI. So, and I'm assuming that we had that already in the past. No, actually, this is the first time. First time in recent history that we've had bearish div on the RSI on the 4 hour. It's very faint, but we could see pullback. If any of this stuff even applies to total crypto market cap. I've never actually tried to do TA on the total crypto market cap. It's just kind of it's a chart that tracks data versus like price action. You know what I mean? Maybe it does it. I mean, it's tracking other price action, so maybe it is the best way to gauge everything. Interesting. I didn't really think about that. Anyways, guys, I'm probably gonna call it. As always, if Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. I appreciate you guys for joining. Smash the like button on your way out. If you're new, please consider subscribing. Happy Friday. Happy DCA day. I might get on later. Hopefully I have to because Bitcoin goes crazy. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night. And enjoy your weekend.